Hello and welcome to the January 2021 update, and it's still COVID season. In the UK we're locked down even more than normal. One of the few reasons we can go out is for exercise, and that's what I'm doing. And today I'm going to introduce Bailey. Hey, come. This is our new small puppy who was supposed to be a small dog and turned out to be a sheepdog, a Romanian rescue sheepdog, and who has turned our lives upside down. And as you can see, I don't have Lola with me on anything approaching a long walk. I just can't take all three of them on my own. So unless Sue's coming along as well, I'm just taking two for a long and then one for a short and alternating it, because I tried it with the leads all getting wrapped around each other and my blood pressure went through the roof and it was not good. It was not a pretty sight by the end. So, and that's also meaning I can do some more dictation again when I'm walking, where every third word isn't a swear word at being tripped up, or having to yet again unweave the leads. So what's going on in terms of writing? I am definitely spinning back up a little bit more, getting more done. Not right up to the speeds I had in the middle of last year, but I think that's partly the time of year. So I think as we move into the lighter evenings, I'm going to get a lot more done. But I am managing to get an hour or two in most days now of writing, or a lot of editing at the moment of things I've dictated. Several short stories which are going to be hitting sci-fi shorts over the next few weeks, next couple of months. And then that gets me ahead a bit on that, which will give me the time to either pick up Wanderer 7 or Tigral 2 for my second draft. I think probably Wanderer 7, which I think will generally probably take about 3 or 4 weeks to go through and do that. Maybe a bit less, depends how much time I spend on it. And then I'll switch to the other one. Which means both of those are on their way. Wanderer 8, it wasn't right, and I think the way that I was trying to do my plotting was going too detailed. It just didn't feel right, which is why it was such a struggle. So I put it aside for now. I still like the ideas I've got for it. Still love the final lines of the book, which I do know. But I'm going to try a different. In fact, I'm going to go back to a different way of plotting, which is using mind maps, and then transfer those over to this plotting tool to get it a bit more detailed, and then I'll be able to start dictating that. There should be a sci-fi short story coming out this weekend if I post this video just after having recorded it. Oh, just a second as I unravel the leads with two of them. They can still make quite a mess of them, and that will be a sci-fi. So that'll be a weirdly normal story called Sunburn. So I really enjoy those. Got quite a lot of those, probably enough for half of a book of their own of short stories. Golberian Breach, I'm adding several more stories there. That is now up to over 50,000 words just for those stories, and I only started that maybe a year and a bit ago. So again, I might do a collection of just those at some point. That's probably about it. So Wanderer 8 I will return to. I just need to step away and then come back at it. Tigral 3 is starting to come together a little bit in my mind of what it might be about, so I'll be working on that one as well. Hellfire 4, it was always only going to be a trilogy, but I do have some vague ideas. I do have a short story actually as well, which I've dictated but not first drafted yet, which is set after Hellfire 3. So obviously one to only read if you've read the first 3 books, but I will make that available. I probably won't put that on Sci-Fi Shorts. I'll just send that out to everyone on the mailing list. I think that's about it, and I'm trying to be a bit more structured in my updates now, so there will be proper bullet-pointed updates up on the website as opposed to every time I do an update like this one. My God, my hand is getting cold because I haven't got gloves on. I hadn't realised how cold it was till I was holding this up. So that's about it from me. It doesn't feel that cold, but that wind is just cutting into my hand. Organised as always, as you can see. No, I think that's it. So there goes the doggies. He's doing pretty well. He was travelling backwards for about 40 or 50 metres because he does not like starting on the walks. After about 2 minutes he wants to go back, but then you get him out here and he absolutely loves it and his tail goes up. So it is worth it. And it just looks a bit funny as you're doing it, and I normally do it at night so it's not so bad, but he's happy enough. He's not actually upset, he just gets spooked very easily, which we're slowly getting over. And yep, that's it. So especially if you're in the UK or anywhere else that is under extreme lockdown at the moment, I hope you stay safe. there's no doubt these new variants of COVID are pretty scary. The latest news seems to be suggesting there might even be slightly higher rates of death from them. Though on the flip side, there is obviously better and better treatments. But I know that the health service over here in the UK is really struggling right now. If you are someone who works in any of the emergency services, thanks to everyone who's out there doing stuff, and also those people who are allowing the rest of us to shelter at home, so all those who are doing deliveries, working in shops and the like. So yeah, stay safe. If you have dogs or other animals that need walking, enjoy the walks. And if it's anything like the UK, it'll be muddy and soppy, although we did have some snow down in the southeast of England, which lasted for a whole 8 hours, I think, whilst the northwest of England and Scotland were under several inches or even a foot or so. We had about an inch and it melted, but it's still nice to see the snow occasionally. So that's enough waffling. I will catch you all next month for what crazily is going to be coming up to a year spent working at home and in lockdown. If I'd written this in a book, no one would believe it. So that's it from me. Happy reading, and I'll see you next month.